I cannot lie. Last week, it was one of the worst weeks of my life. And I'm not on no sad shit though, because now looking back at it, it was hilariously bad. And I want to share with y'all on how. To lead up to everything in this story, I want to start off with how I got the biggest blue balls of my life. Yes, like the biggest blue balls of my life, bro. Where I live, they have this event called First Friday. First Friday is a public event downtown where once a month, every bad bitch from all around the city link up in unison, and all of the flashy niggas gets granted an excuse to aura farm and wear their best fit. So you know, like the three-way domain in Jujutsu Kaisen. Now imagine 1,000 sorcerers decided to all pop their domain at the same time, and they're wearing a mix of Hellstar, graphic tees, Balenciaga runners, and purple jeans. Except for me though, I came fleek last First Friday. Thrifted, all white sleeveless Echo shirt, one of one in Nietzsche denim with the little straps on them. The swag just speaks for itself, bro. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, with this event, the past, the present, and the future all collides at once. Well, at least for my group. We be seeing old talking stages, or old flings and sneaky links and shit like that. Woman that we're talking to currently, meeting our soon to be new talking stage slash fling. I think it could be a bit uncanny from an outsider lens. Anyways, I met this woman at First Friday with a friend of mine at the time. We was already scouting the area looking for some fleek shit because a nigga was low-key down horrible at the time. Not even gonna lie to you. I had all of the badges I needed. I just needed a place to prestige in. So, after hours of shooting in the gym with the homie, getting numbers, getting Instagrams, all of that good shit, I peeped this thick light skin and I guess her somewhat good looking friend. This was not an ordinary light skin though. I can't lie. Her skin was clear, so you know she be taking care of herself. Her hair was in a little ponytail, so you know she likes to go all natural with it. And last but not least, she had the swag as a cherry on top, nigga.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Safe to say, I got put under something I like to call light skin woman mind control. As I see them, I tap my homie and I pointed them out to make sure this nigga is seeing what I'm seeing. As I'm pointing them out, I asked bro to walk up with me because, mind you, this girl is standing side by side with her somewhat good looking friend. Anyone with a functioning brain, or no, better yet, anyone who's somewhat been through the nickification knows, going through the stage of talking to a lot of hoes, knows that any woman that you see that you want to spit at, and she's standing with her friend, make sure you have another friend of your own ready to hop down and distract her friend. He don't even have to continue interacting with that woman. All he's doing is making sure that you don't get world defense ran on you while trying to get that fine shit. So boom, I let the homie know I like what I see, and I'm trying to go spit at that. He was hesitant at first because that nigga only really liked to talk to women who piqued his interest. Always had to kind of like convince this nigga to be a team player, I ain't gonna lie. But after enough convincing, this nigga decided to go up to her friend with me just for the plot. We go up to them. I say my little one too. Suck my dick, nigga. Suck my dick, nigga. Suck my dick, nigga. And I got her number. Fast forward a couple convos over text and one or two FaceTimes or whatever, I decided to bring this shorty back to my crib. She told me she was down to chill and to pick her up when she get off work. Boom. That's a bet. I picked her up. She had the black tights on with the navy blue compression shirt. She was looking real edible, nigga. But we did agree that we were just going to chill since she was still kind of on her cycle. And it's the first link, or at least that's just what I thought. I take this shorty back to my crib, and for the first 20 minutes, we're doing exactly as we planned. We're chilling. Everything is going swimmingly. That was until she started to get real touchy on a nigga. And I mean real touchy. And me personally, it does not take a lot for me to get activated if you can catch what I'm trying to throw. So, next thing you know, me and her started to do some foreplay. You know how Tory Lane said, I want to put you in 7 positions for 70 minutes? I was putting this shawty in all types of positions for like 20 minutes. We get in this little missionary position. And at this point, we're both at the point where we just might as well just go ahead and do it for real. So I'm talking to her, right? I don't know what came before this, but I asked her, like, aren't you still on your period? And she said with a smirk on her face that she's really not. Whole time, At the end of her cycle, she gives herself an extra day to make sure her system is clean. Exact equivalent on how you get back in the shower after you get done taking a shit. Makes sense. The only thing about it is, she was a little hesitant to do it right then and there, because like I had said, she wants to give herself an extra day to make sure she's clean. And not even gonna hold you, she's one of those girls who believe that if you have sex on your cycle, you're forever soul tied to that person. Not saying that she was opposed to it, but she still wants to be mindful of who she engages in sexual activity with. So after I don't know how many minutes of foreplay and more pondering, she decided that we're just gonna link up the next day and do what we trying to do for real. If you can catch what I'm trying to throw. So I take her back to her place. I go on about my night, low key excited for tomorrow because, you know, I mean, who wouldn't be excited to crack some bad shit? And pause. You don't even gotta tell me because I can already hear some of y'all getting disappointed now. But just understand that I'm a person who is very big on boundaries. And when it comes to sex, I'm more of a follower when leading up to sex than I am a leader. I'm not gonna sit there and try to coerce somebody into doing it with me just because they feel comfortable enough to come to my house. The mantra is to just keep it P, bro. Period! Anyways, tomorrow comes. I go do whatever I had to do, and when it came that time for us to link up, I hit her up saying, "What's the word?" I believe she was just coming off work and it had to be like midnight when I texted her, and she couldn't really slide because she said she was tired. Hey, it's whatever to me. I did what I needed to do that day, and that's all I was worried about. That mentality did not last long though. So boom, the next day comes. This is Saturday. I hit her up seeing what she felt like doing later. She said she was going to a party, type shit. Personally, I feel like I'm too grown to be going to a party at my big ass age. So I text her back telling her to come over after. No response. So at this point, I'm gonna stop texting you because although I do want to indulge, I'm not finna go out and be made looking like I'm begging for it. I'm not gonna lie though, that shit was a bummer. But I'm a grown ass man at the end of the day. This is not the end all be all though. Because tell me why the next day, a day before my birthday, I'm getting ready to run an errand for my mom, and I went outside just for me to see I got a flat tire. Gas is already $5 and $4 a gallon. A flat tire is literally the last thing I needed right then. So my mom calls the tire people to come change the tire because we're supposed to have a spare tire in the back of my trunk, right? This nigga opens my trunk, opens the part where the spare tire is supposed to be. I'm sitting in the driver's seat, and all I hear him say is, "Hey bro, so check this out." I just knew this nigga was about to tell me the last thing I needed to hear. He said everything and nothing at the same time. I get out and go look at the back. There is no tire at all to be found in this goddamn car. We bought this car straight from the dealership and it didn't even come with the spare tire. So the new plan is, he's just gonna fill my tire up with enough air so I could drive to the tire shop and get this shit fixed. Okay, boom. Shouldn't be complicated, right? As I'm driving out my neighborhood, I see one of the gates is broken. One gate is swung open and the other one is shut. I go to drive out the gate that is open. The box that sits right next to the gate, I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about, but it helps open and close the gate. And it has this pole connected to it that swings open and swings back for whenever the gate opens or closes. Since the gate is broken, the pole that is connected to it is blocking the passage area I need to go through to get out of my neighborhood. I'm not paying attention to this because I have no time to check to see if the gate is fucking broke or not. The air is going out of my tire. I have somewhere to be. So as I'm driving out the gate, the pole that's blocking the exit path scratches up the side of my windshield and takes off one of my windshield wipers.
Come on now, dawg. Come on, man.
Hold on though. It gets better. I make it to the tire shop. The whole time I had a nail in my tire. He gets that shit fixed for me and I go back home. Later that day, Shawty calls me. Not the Shawty from earlier. This time I went brown skin, big lips. She got glasses and a curvy body.
Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
I low-key had to re-up after the light-skinned Shawty. And now I'm on my way to this girl's job. Remember how I told you the pole from the gate knocked off one of my windshield wipers? Nigga, tell me why halfway through my drive there, it starts to rain. I'm excited to see Shawty. I'm playing music in the whip. I'm chilling. And then next thing you know, I actually gotta sit up and lock in on driving because I can barely see through my fucking windshield. Just hold on though. This isn't even the shit that was frying me the most. Since the sun is out, and it's raining, it starts to get hot and humid in the whip. I go to turn on my AC. The AC decided to just stop fucking working. I swear, I'm not even making this shit up. Not only am I locking in on driving more than anything I ever locked in on in life, at the same time, I'm fucking melting inside of this car because the AC just doesn't want to. Just thinking about it made me angry, so I had to step away and calm down for a minute. Fast forward a day later, it's my birthday. Stop cheering, nigga. I didn't get to do nothing for my birthday because the day just so happened to roll around on a Monday. Why does everything go right or go as planned when it's not your birthday? And when it's your birthday, everything you have planned just goes to shit. Even the day after, I was supposed to go out to eat with my mom and my sister, and that even got canceled because my sister had work. Any type of plans I made, any type of hope I had, just got crushed and demolished day by day. I guess all of that love bombing I did in 2023 just finally caught up to me. Although I was having the worst days of my life, I can proudly say that both weeks, nigga, I got paid at the end of the day. Not only with money, but with views too. Bruh, y'all ran up my last video to 17,000 views with 2,000 likes. I'm stoked right now, bruh. I'm for real, bruh. I thank y'all so much for the support that y'all gave me. I got blue balled, fucked over by my tire, fucked over by my gate, fucked over by my whip. Hell, I was even fucked over by fate for my birthday being on a Monday. But tomorrow came. Even though tomorrow is never promised, tomorrow came. And I guess that's the moral of this story. You can have it all tomorrow, and it could be taken away the day after. Life can do you the worst way in such a short amount of time, but as long as you still draw breath, you have infinite chances to do what you want to do. You just gotta keep getting up.